Hello, my loves, my beautiful goddesses. This being the first session, what would you like to share? What is your frustration, like for real? For real, as they say.
Dear Alkistis, I have a very specific and special experience recently. I realized that the husband of a close friend of mine is having an affair.
Hmm.
And I was really shocked and didn't know how to handle it. In the end, I decided not to say anything to my friend and anything to him either. Okay, I didn't say anything.
Hmm.
Uh, what do you think about this decision? Did I do the right thing?
Okay, that's a great question. From the cosmology that I stand on, this whole world is a kind of projection of your own. So the thing that's happening outside of you is a kind of reflection and the things that pull your attention, because there's things happening all the time, but that particular event pulled your attention. It's a kind of reflection of of your own. I mean, in this case, you're like, it has to do with you and your fears of, for example, being cheated on. You see, I always think to myself, what does this have to do with me? How is this reflect? Why is this of any interest to me? And I believe that it appears on your screen not by chance, you see. So, because there's nothing really we can change on the outer world, whether you say something or not say something to the other person. I believe that everything is a kind of magic mirror world where it's reflecting you and your issues, why it bothers you. So let's speak about why cheating bothers you and what is your fear about being cheated on? You see what I mean? I'm using it. So for me and Carl Jung, actually, who's a very deep psychologist, he goes into deep psychology, not, what's happening in this material world. For me, this is just a question like, what does this have to do with you and your life and cheating? What is cheating meant for you? Oh, like that kind of thing. It's a self-reflective thing. It doesn't really make a difference if you're going to say or not say. That's a very superficial way of viewing reality for me. Okay, my
I
cosmology. How do you feel
I
about that?
I attracted this experience.
Yes, yes. In the way I view reality or non-reality, because for me this is a kind of, simulation. It's a dream we're projecting, and we're kind of pulling things that are reflecting things in our own fears and insecurities, or all the positive things we attract to. So why did you bring up this thing on your screen? Why do you think, what is it trying to tell you? And
Hmm.
you don't have to agree with my cosmology, but in this session, I want you to try it out to see, maybe it will expand your consciousness, your awareness, will help you reach a solution, a new way of viewing it. And maybe that itself will help you with then that question. But for me, it's all about you, Elena. These are extensions of Elena. And it's like you told or didn't tell that man in you. They're all extensions of yourself, in other words.
A different point of view.
Well, it's a metaphysical point of view. It's a Platonic point of view that this world is an illusion. It's a shadow of another level, many other levels that are going on. This is just a shadow, and it's here to teach us something, but it's all self work, it's all inner work. It's all work. You're clearing your own fears, your own insecurities. So I would look at my own self, my own life, and say, do I feel cheated on? Where do I have unfinished homework with cheating in general? Where have I left things unfinished there? Is there someone I'm still resenting for cheating on me?
or I haven't forgive.
Exactly. Where have I left this unopened, this story open with cheating? In my former relationships, am I still harboring resentment? Have I not forgiven or let go of a certain lover? You see?
Mhm.
Me, this is trigger for what about what's happening in me? What work? Because when we clear this, then we attract different things on our screen. You see?
Very interesting.
Like I said, there's no dogma. This is just another perspective. It's a perspective that some people espouse. Some people also believe that this is a virtual reality, a dream that we are co-creating. Um, and everything that's happening, it's like you're the producer, director of this movie called Your Life. We are in a 3D, 4D, a realistic simulation, but the movie is being dreamt by you.
Mhm.
And the fact that it stirred something in you that you pulled your attention to that and not another event at the same time where you chose to focus your attention, where your subconscious pulled you into that story. It's what is it about you and your unfinished business? Is
He
there an
was.
open is there an open story of yours with a lover or with a husband that you haven't released, or I don't mean so much to forgive, but forgive and move on. Do you, is there anything
No.
to do here with you?
Yes, recently I had a not so nice experience with cheating,
Hmm. You
and
cheated on?
no, no,
You
I
cheated
was
on someone?
no, no, I didn't.
Someone cheated on you? I see. So someone has cheated on you, and perhaps you haven't let go of that pain. There's a story still. There's some healing.
Mhm.
Do you feel pain when you think about it? How do you feel inside when you just think this guy cheated on me?
Eh, it's a it's a sad story. It creates sadness inside.
Okay. So that sadness is it still hasn't been worked out. It still hasn't been processed. You're not free yet of it. Otherwise, it would cause nothing at all in you. If you were
Mhm.
really free, you wouldn't have even paid attention to that event. It's kind of reminding you, hey, Elena, you still have some pain here that needs some processing, needs some releasing, or just holding? So let's
Mhm.
look at that Elena who has pain in her feeling when she remembers this thing. What's the story that goes on in your mind that triggers the feeling? Let's hear a little of the story. What is the actual thought? Like, that guy was a real asshole. I didn't deserve it. Or is it like, I still want him? Like, what is the story?
The the story is that I don't like lies. I think none of us like lies, to tell
Okay,
lies or hear
okay,
lies.
I get it. You don't like lies. So the actual story is he lied to me. That's the story I'm trying to get that's in your brain. That
Yes.
guy, let's call him George. George lied to me. George lied to me. And what else? George lied to me, and I still haven't forgiven him. He's a jerk. What's the story? Don't get theoretical. Get in
Yeah.
your mind. What's the actual narration?
That I thought that we had true and deep communication and connection, and that we could be true to each other. And he was able to tell me anything. Uh,
So we could have been something. We could have had a great life. Why did
we
he,
we have to talk each other, to talk the truth, because
why
it was
couldn't he be truthful to me? So when you go down this narrating story, you begin to feel what? Bad. You begin to
yes.
feel closed. You begin to feel like a stone. Okay, so you see what I mean? You think the thought and then you feel a feeling. What are the thoughts you're thinking? Let's hear the story. Let's hear the dream story. We could have had such a good life together. I still love him, at least a part of him. I wish he didn't betray me. Tell me more. What's what is the story that's creating the pain?
What is the reason that people can't be real?
Not people, not people. You're thinking about him, George.
And not only him, because he's like most of the guys.
Okay, so
Uh,
guys are always betraying me. Why can't I find a decent guy?
not only me, I
All
see it
women,
with
all women.
my
Okay,
friends,
but
my neighbors,
of course, why can't I
maybe
find a
personally.
guy? Why
Yeah.
can't I find a guy who's true to me? Why can't I find a guy who's committed? Is that what's causing? Tell me, what's the story that triggers the pain? Because it can be many stories. I want to hear your story.
Uh, that he wasn't true to me. This is the first thing that comes in my mind.
Right. And when you say, damn it, he wasn't true to me,
He didn't protect me. This is the
he
correct.
didn't protect me.
Correct.
What
Because
else?
I didn't learn about the cheating. I didn't show him. I didn't. He didn't tell me. Uh,
But when you
he
found out about it, the thoughts were, why couldn't he protect me?
I
Why did
felt
he have to
very,
lie to me?
very bad. Yes, I felt
Correct?
very bad. Yes, yes. It traumatized me with no reason.
It
It's
traumatized you for a reason. Your soul is asking for this lesson, Elena. Since a
yeah.
young girl, when someone traumatized you, I don't know who it was, your mother, your father, somewhere you were traumatized, and you are repeating this story. You're attracting actors who, in your film, in your dream, who are tailor made to hit that pain spot
Mhm.
until you learn to get over it. And that's what we're doing here. That's what we're doing with my method. But the first is to acknowledge that I am attracting people, events, and circumstances that are triggering my pain again until I have evolved over it and become free. He's just playing a role. You pulled him into your life, and he played his role beautifully. That's the first part. Remember, I
Yeah.
told you cosmology. This is a dream. This is a four-dimensional film. It looks real, but you're in the film, you're in the simulation. You're pulling these actors into your life who are perfectly hitting your pain again for a
Mhm.
reason. The reason is until you can uh, understand what's going on. It's a dream. A, you can change it. B, but most importantly, we have to heal that wound,
Yeah.
okay?
Inside us, eh?
Inside ourselves. And this is what we're here to do, okay? First of all, amazing that you sharing it with us. Very brave of you. And that it's beginning to dawn on you. You're beginning to awaken to the fact that this is a dream. Oh my God. Okay. What's the way to free yourself in the dream? First is to catch the story you're telling yourself, the narration you're telling yourself. Oh my God, he betrayed me. Men are constantly betraying. What's the angle you want? You want to go with men are constantly betraying, or you want to work with this specific one? That's two
I,
different stories.
of course, I don't think that all men
Okay,
are.
so we're talking specifically about George now. We're saying,
Yeah.
why did George betray me? Because if you can heal it with George, you will not attract it again. You get it? You're done with that lesson. You move on to the next Earth School lesson. So
Mhm.
we have to, there's no stress. We're going to do this. The first is to say, what is the story I've been telling myself? He's a cheater. He's a jerk. What else? He hurt me.
I saw the red flags.
I saw the red flags. What an idiot I am. What else?
Exactly. That's, I'm not talking about only about him, but also about me.
Okay. You gave me an opening. The fear is he's a cheater, but if I ask you, is that true? Is it true that you didn't know he was a cheater? Be truthful here. The first question in the Alkistis method is it true? Is it true that I didn't know from the beginning that he would be a cheater?
I
Or
knew,
you
I
knew?
knew from day one.
Okay, so let's
Not
acknowledge that.
exactly cheater, not exactly cheater, but I understood that he's not the man with the depth and the, all this,
A man not in the depth that you are.
yeah,
Okay?
sentimentally.
So you saw that. And
Yes, I saw.
now you're being truthful with yourself. And being
Yeah.
truthful is huge because if we take responsibility for what's happening, then you can go ahead. That means you have power. You see, the power is not in the other person. You're giving them power. You're giving them your power. You are the one. Let's take responsibility, not blame,
Yeah.
responsibility. Ah, if I'm truthful with myself, I understand that he was giving the red flags and I allowed. And I
Mhm.
obliged because why? I wanted good lovemaking. I wanted a companion. I knew all along. So, is it kind? Let's go to the next question. Is it kind for you to blame him for just being himself? A tiger is a tiger. It's not an elephant, it's a tiger, right? So, is it kind to want from a tiger to become an elephant? And is it useful? Is it useful to try to make a tiger into an elephant? Is that kind of thinking going to go anywhere? No. So your thinking is distorted. Through these three simple questions, we can see that your own thinking in the dream is being distorted. And if you clarify your thoughts, you will easily align with the right partner. There's just a little inner work to be done.
Mhm.
And that's okay. It's the fun part of living on Earth. We
Yes,
have it's a little painful lesson, but with the painful lessons,
we learn a lot.
we learn, we grow, and we're
Yes,
ready for our next, story of learning, whatever. But it doesn't have to be painful. It can get less and less painful,
yes.
or we can more quickly go over our pain. So what I hear you saying is that you entered this relationship knowing that he wouldn't be of the high value that you expect that you are, but that you allowed yourself to fall in love for other benefits, which is okay, you're only human, but not to blame him for anything. You see? That's the thing. If you
Mm.
understand that he's not to blame here, you're not to blame either, but that you attracted this into your life and you enjoyed some benefits, but you can't expect him to be something he's not.
Yes.
He is what he is, and bless him. Bless him. He's going to find his lessons. He's going to hit his head on the wall for his lessons. But we don't care about that. Bless him. We have to stop blaming him because that's putting us in blame mode. It's putting us in sorrow mode. It's putting us in stoned and cold mode, close up
Mhm.
mode. And that's not attracting the right partner.
Exactly.
The frequency we're emitting is I've been wounded, I'm going to be wounded again, and up again. You pull in this person into your dream, into your film.
Yes, this is correct.
You feel that? I mean, I just give my point of view. You decide. I'm not right or wrong. Just try it on. And why do you feel it's correct?
In all the areas of my life, I feel thankful about the experience I have every day.
Mm.
Sometimes are good, sometimes are difficult experiences. Uh, but at the end of the day, you know, you feel better because you made it one.
Say I, please, first
I,
person. I,
I,
I
I
what?
feel feeling better, you know,
What?
uh, for the experience I had in my life.
Ah, so I am grateful that I had this relationship with this guy. I'm grateful for the good times. Bless his
Yes.
poor soul. Let him be on his way. I took all the good, and now I'm ready to raise my game and get, be in the love state. And once you forgive him and let go and see that he's a poor soul carrying his own cross, and that now you're ready for a higher level. You've been there, done that, and you need to meditate more on loving energy, be in the state of love, be in the state that you want to attract, in other words.
Mhm.
How to connect with that loving energy within yourself. And you might say, but Alkistis, he used to bring it out in me, like just looking at his eyes. Now I have no one to trigger it, no one to remind me. Because you see, all of that you projected on him, all that thing, it's you. It's you're projected on him. Okay. You were projecting your love that was bouncing back to you.
Yeah.
You put him in a position of power there. You looked up in that sense, and basically you were just it's a projection. Then you saw he's just a poor soul. He's just a guy.
Yeah.
Just a
I
normal
was
guy with a
thinking,
lot of problems,
you
right?
know the story.
I know a bit of the story,
Yeah.
but
Yes.
let's stop projecting onto others. Let's connect with source energy, the pure gold, the pure honey. And once we
Mhm.
continuously, and we don't need it from someone else like an addict, okay? So you have to view yourself a little as an addict because you are releasing oxytocin, that beautiful pleasure hormone. You're still hooked on that, and that's going to finish. But you've got to create your own oxytocin. Do you see what I mean? Create your own state of love, create that erotic state. Make love to yourself, make love in your mind, be in love, create oxytocin, create loads and loads of oxytocin. What are the ways to create oxytocin? There are many. I hope you choose healthy ones like dancing, jumping, running, swimming,
Laughing.
playing, laughing, and self-pleasure, sexual self-pleasure, whatever it takes. You keep being in that erotic mode. You're gonna attract then that fine energy that reflects your fine energy.
Mhm.
And if you don't, you'll still be creating it, you see. That's the thing. Even if that external person doesn't come to meet exactly those requirements, it's not going to matter to you because you're going to be swimming in honey. Okay,
Is one of
Pippa,
my favorite figures.
let's get back. Let's focus. So let's summarize some of the insights you had today that can be useful to you.
Uh, a lot of things can
Mhm.
be used for the things that you share with me. First of all, I realized that I have to trust more my intuition and to see the red flags from the beginning. And when I understand the red flags, not to do the stupid that I don't see, you know. And
Or just say, it's okay. I know what kind of guy this guy is, but I'd like to have him in my bed a couple times. You know what I mean?
yeah,
It's okay. Just see him for what he is. Don't, we say you're disillusioned because you had the illusion. You
yeah,
create the illusion. Take responsibility. Say, I like him. He's good for some things. He's not good for everything. I was wrong to put him in my bed, in my house. I was wrong to want to get married, whatever. He's just good for that thing, taking me out to parties and sometimes sleeping with him. Just see it for what it is and don't blame the other person. Okay?
don't blame anyone,
Don't blame
but
anyone. Take full responsibility. Okay, that's the first lesson. The second, it has to do with creating your own love state, generating be your own source of love. Connect directly with universal love through meditation, through dance, through any way you're going to create this feel-good feeling, this love, whatever the thing you want to attract, you become it first.
Mhm.
Don't latch on and be like, an addict where you need your dose of the other person. That doesn't work. You got to be self-generating. Now,
Yeah.
will you 100% attract another equal guy, whatever? I can't say that, but I know one thing, at least you will be living in self-generated love.
Yes.
So you win either way, whether the guy comes or not, it won't matter in the end. And this feeling of freedom will actually is the most attractive thing. So I have to wrap it up now, unfortunately. Now, I
Yeah.
love you
Okay.
guys. Thank you so
Thank
much.
you very
Deborah.
much, Alkistis. Thank
Excellent.
you very much once again.
Thank you.
Lucky, Anna.
Thursday. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.